Hello YouTube, and welcome to a quick XSR700 update. It's been a while since I did a video on the bike. I just thought I'd give you an update since the last one. If you watched the last one, I was pretty chuffed with the bike overall, and I still am. It's an awesome machine. I've had great fun with it over the last few months, thrashing it around the country lanes and up and down the hills. It's been brilliant. It's now about a year and 3 months old. It's got a 2-year warranty on the bike from new, so it's still well within warranty. Unfortunately though, for this update, there's a few things that are really starting to piss me off. Starting at the bottom. Corrosion. As you can see here on the swing arm, the paint's flaked off the weld area and the area underneath has started to go quite badly rusty. Really shouldn't get this on a brand new bike. This started off about 9 months in. I've been using SPF 50 and kind of maintaining it fairly well, so there's no real excuse for this sort of corrosion. It's also starting to creep in on some of the brake unions, some of the other parts of the bike as well. Not satisfied. I'll be taking this up with a dealer if I can get the bike there. Secondly, moving on to the gearbox. Just before the 6,000 mile service, I was having real issues sometimes changing down gears. This seemed to happen mostly on when I was coming off the motorway, doing about 70 or 80, changing down on the slip road, coming into the back of a queue of traffic. I'd try and change down and the gearbox would sort of lock up. It would refuse to change down into third, second or first, leaving me careening along in neutral, almost straight into the back of the car in front, almost pretty much getting me killed. I'd rectify this by slamming on the brakes to prevent a crash, and then wiggling the clutch in and out a bit as I stamped down on the gear lever, and it would eventually go into gear. I did hope the 6,000 mile service might pick something up and fix this, and it does seem to have improved a little bit, but then again, I'm not really doing the same motorway riding as I used to be, so who knows. I have noticed it still does happen a little bit, so this is really dangerous. I've read online that there's a few FZ07 MT07s that might have this problem, so it could be a trend of this range of bike. I'll definitely be taking this up with the dealer. That is, if I can get it there. The problem I've got now is this start switch, which as you can see has 3 positions. Safety cutout, normal running, and a spring-loaded start, which then once the bike is started goes back into normal running. In the last few weeks this has become stickier and stickier, and I'd noticed when I go put the key in, turn it, the bike would suddenly start to fire up because this thing would get stuck in the forward position. As you can see it is now, the spring doesn't really work. Switch isn't really waterproof either, water can get in underneath it. And the final problem is the bike was running fine one night. I'd ridden it around, parked it up, went to start it the next morning, and as you can see, nothing now happens. It doesn't even start. And despite the bike being under a 2-year warranty, I rang the dealer, and apparently it's my responsibility somehow to get the bike to the dealer myself. It's going to cost a fortune. Anyway, sorry for a bit of a negative rant. I still like the bike overall, but I want to make you aware of some of the issues that can crop up. Hopefully I'll have better news when I see you next time.